Hello and welcome again. My name is Sharon and this is Trio.of.Witches Tarot. Today I wanted to do the first in what will be a series of videos on my tarot collection and oracle collection. And I am going to start with my animal decks. And today I'm going to start with my Anthropomorphic animal decks, which I have three which are strictly anthropomorphic. There's a couple which may or may not be included here, but they're going to be in a separate video. So for this one, we're going to have the Secrets of One Wood Oracle, the Northern Animal Tarot, I have the first edition, and the Bohemian Animal Tarot. The Bohemian Animal Tarot comes in a large box that can hold this book, and so I've taken the cards out and keep them in a bag. The Northern Animal comes with a bag, or came with a bag, and is in a tuck box, which isn't very sturdy. So I, in fact, don't even use the tuck box. I just keep the cards in the bag, the box. And then the Secrets of One Wood. This was my very first Kickstarter ever, so I'm very excited. It comes with a great big guidebook. It's in a 2-piece box. So let's get started. So I think we'll start with the Northern Animal Tarot. Get these other two out of the way. Box. The bag. Those are the backs. Comes with a very minimal guidebook. Super short descriptions for each card. It is RWS based, so you can use your knowledge of RWS or any RWS book that you have. It comes with a lot of extra cards, which is really cool. So maybe we'll start with those. Let's compare the size to the Centennial. So it's taller and wider. It is linen cardstock. I'm sure you could riffle shuffle it. I just don't riffle shuffle anymore, just out of habit. It did smell very, very strong when I first got it, and it still does have an odor. I left it out to air for at least a week. I'm not sure if it's the coating or what made it smell like that, but yeah, so forewarned if you get this deck. I don't know how long it takes for the odor to be completely gone, or if it ever will be. So you have a little bunny. There's no descriptions in the guidebook for the extra cards, so you're free to use them as altar cards or for your own interpretations. They represent the seasons and the moon phases, and they are adorable. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love when there's a face or an animal on the moon and the sun, and these are great ones. Some of these remind me a little bit of the carnival at the end of the world. There's some really fun, like, Halloween-y ones in here. Comes with an extra Hierophant card, so this is the one I choose not to have in the deck. But you have your choice of 2 different ones. Comes with a couple spread cards. And that is one of the cards in the deck. So honestly, I got the first edition and then I didn't back the second edition. And after having seen it, people's walkthroughs of it, I wish I had gotten the second also, since the cardstock I think is different and the colors are more vibrant. Although I love this deck. I think it's beautiful, and I think that with the more vibrant colors, it would be really, really amazing. And otters. I love otters. There's the other Hierophant. Yeah, if you don't have mermaids, you gotta have otters. But as you can see, the animals are anthropomorphic. They have sort of human-y arms and legs, although not like super human-y, but they are. That's a pretty star card. Ah, love that moon. I know not everybody likes my daughter. One of my daughters hates when there's faces on the moon or the sun, but I do love it. This deck feels very, I mean, there's things like this in it. It just feels like a Halloween-y deck to me, but then there are also a lot of cards which feel very summery. So I think I'll try using it as one of my summer decks, but for sure I'll be using this in the autumn. Just has that, the colors in it have that feel, and a lot of the cards just feel like they were designed for Halloween season. The colors in this are so beautiful. Maybe they'll do another edition and I'll get that one, because I loathe to pay the OOP prices that people charge for decks. If I can find one that's reasonably priced, then I'll get it, but I'm not going to pay, you know, over $100 for a deck. So that was the Northern Animal Tarot. So the next deck will be the Bohemian Animal Tarot. So this comes with an amazing guidebook. And this is the mass market deck. You can get it on Amazon or wherever you get, probably on Book Depository. But the description for each card talks about the animal archetype, the card description, the innocence quest, the keywords, the divinatory meaning. So there's so much you can dig into this. And even on the minors, there is the same amount of information. So I can't recommend this guidebook and this deck enough. I think it's so cute, and it was my, it's kind of my consolation prize for Baba Studios decks, which you can't get now, and they're just, again, so expensive. I refuse to pay this kind of prices. If they reprint, then I probably will get like the, what is it, the mythical creatures, something like that. So it's a big deck. Compare it again to the Centennial. It's probably about the same size as the Northern Animal. Let me see. It might even be bigger than Northern Animal. A little bit. Smidge bigger. Definitely bigger. It's thicker cardstock than Northern Animal. Still bendy. It comes gilded. And, you know, it's a chunky, thick deck, so people with small hands might have a problem. I have big hands, so no problem. That's the backs. Super, super cute. Bunnies and foxes. How can you go wrong? I love the colors in this. These are more like animal-human combinations. You can see he has human hands here. Human hands. I used to have King Charles. Sweet dogs. I just think this deck is so charming and cute. My daughters do not like it because they do not like when they put animal heads on human bodies. But I think it's darling. And that's really all that matters. It's my deck. I'm the only one who has to like it. The colors are really nice. It's glossy, but not like super, super glossy. They stick a little. Playboy Bunny like, which I don't know how I feel about that now that I can't unsee that. But That's cute. Mother Earth. I think there's somewhere in here there is a mermaid, which mermaids are my thing. Lisa Papez has unicorns, and I have mermaids. Forget which card she is. There's a little bit of animal violence in this one. I didn't mention it in the Northern Animal, and I don't think there's as much, but you know, the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, you can pretty much expect in death that there's going to be some kind of... There she is! There's our mermaid! You know, you're hard-pressed to find a tarot deck that doesn't have a little bit of gore. And there's a unicorn for Lisa Papez. This is actually a Lisa Made Me Do It deck. I saw her review of it, and she convinced me to get it. Because she doesn't really like animal decks. I love animal decks, and she loved this guidebook. So I will try to remember to link Lisa's review of this deck for you, because she does a great review of it. So that is the Bohemian Animal Tarot. So last but not least, get this out of the way, is the Secrets of Wandwood Oracle. This one is like just super cute. I haven't used it yet. I kind of got it to use for Halloween season, but after having looked at it, it has like a summery vibe too, so I will probably use it in the summer. So it's a really nice box. I think you can find the creators of this on Etsy. I'll provide a link below. Came with a few extras. I got some extra like altar cards as well, I think. There's a little key card. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that yet. And these are the backs. Super, super cute, just like the cover of the book. Compare it to the Centennial Weight. You know, it's bigger. It's oracle sized. So I'll talk about the guidebook a little bit. It's got a lot of info in here from the creators, from Phil and Jackie Lovesey. Hope I'm pronouncing their last name correctly. Each of the cards, they are in alphabetical order, so it's easy to find them. They're not numbered. They have a whole little backstory to their little world that they've created. Talk about using the deck. They have created kind of their own little language even in the world they've created, so they talk about that a little bit. So there's a lot of backstory on it. And then they have, for each card, a very nice description, interpretation, and it's in full color. I haven't even used this book yet, so it's not really broken in, but it is a really, really nice quality little book. Feels nice. It's nice weight paper. Yeah, really nice. The cards are a little bit thick. I would be afraid to ruffle shuffle these, but I can't stress enough how I just don't even ruffle shuffle anymore. They're not gilded. I might edge them in purple. So we'll look at some of them. They're just, I find them so charming. And not everything in here is anthropomorphic, but I think Matlock Hare, who's this guy here, is always. And again, faces on the moon. Yes, love it. It's just such a charming little deck. And so, I don't know, it just feels to me, you know, people talk about hug decks. This feels like a hug deck. And takes me back to my childhood and Halloween and how much fun that was. Going around and trick-or-treating, and then I still really love Halloween. I go all out. So this is just, if you're interested in this kind of deck, I just really recommend it. It's totally worth it. It's charming and happy, and it doesn't shy away from kind of some of the harder aspects of life, but just the images and the colors and everything in this deck makes me feel good. So that is The Secrets of Wandwood. So we had, just do a little wrap up, we had Secrets of Wandwood Oracle, and the Northern Animal Tarot, and the Bohemian Animal Tarot. Excuse me. So that's a wrap up of my anthropomorphic decks, and in my next video I will probably cover decks that are kind of anthropomorphic. And excuse me, stay tuned for the end of this video where I have a little announcement about my first deck giveaway. All right, thanks so much. Bye, and have a nice day. Hi, I'm recording a quick little video about my first deck giveaway. It'll be the Peace Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno and Layla J. Williams. So this will be tagged on the end of any video where I want you to comment if you'd like to enter for the giveaway. So anytime you see this on a video and you'd like to enter for the giveaway, just enter in the comments a peace sign or the word peace. So I'll just do a quick flip through of it. It's a really nice deck. I just feel like it's in my Oracle collection, which is pretty big, it's redundant. So I am wanting to rehome it to somebody who will appreciate it and love it. So a lot of the cards are really beautiful. A lot of these trees feel like the trees in my Soul Trees deck. Some of them feel kind of like My Hero's Journey. It's a Blue Angel deck. Cards are pretty big. I have big hands, but it's still big. It's a little bit glossy. And again, if you would like to be entered in for the possibility of winning this deck, all you have to do is comment in any video where this is at the end with the word peace, or any version of a peace emoji or peace sign. Again, a lot like my Soul Trees, which is just, it's a beautiful deck. It really is. I'm not knocking this in any way at all. I just don't need as many Oracle decks as I have. So if you're seeing this, comment below. And when you comment, remember to like and subscribe as well. Okay, that's the Peace Oracle, which I'll be giving away. And this will last until probably sometime in May, and then I'll be announcing who won. All right, Thanks for watching and bye-bye.